as I look at this t-shirt and ponder on that day of 10-10-15, the second Million Man March. Where's the justice and where is the or else? You know, it's kind of late in the game, but I'm still going to bring this situation out about this rally that took place a few days back in Chicago. Here you had this one Negro, this disgruntled, up on the podium, acting like a fool, ranting and raving to, I guess, Secret Service or police or security, and the function was holding him back. He acting like a goddamn fool. Then you had the ongoing protesters in the arena or convention center, what have you, acting out Hispanics, whites, blacks, culture clashes. And Trump called it all, postponed, his little speech he was going to partake in Chicago. My thing is this: it's a fiasco, it's a bunch of bull, and it's order out of chaos, Illuminati technique, and it's being played on your world stage. All they want to do is ruffle up the masses, create chaos, and put order into it, and put their John Hancock, if you will, put their government stamp on it. They, signing of approval, their signature of approval. It comes to a point, if you wise enough, you can see through the bullshit. All the name calling, all this is just escalating. You see, that's why I put this in front of your face. Just humble yourself and really look at the title, Justice or Else. Now, it's another year now. And for the Afro-American, is we getting our just due when it comes to this? Is we getting our just due? It's been, you see the date. You see that? The Capitol. The good old American way. Talk about the borders got to be controlled. I heard Donald Trump talk about that. Got the Hispanics all panties in a bunch. They pissed off. See, when you do these things, you see a reaction. And all here is a puppet. The puppet masters. The puppet masters is the persons or people you don't see that's controlling everything and tell the politicians what to do and the president. And it's a pecking order. But you won't see those people. They hide in cracks and crevices. They nocturnal. They only come out at night. And they're the bloodsuckers of the poor. But I ain't gonna make this long and drawn out. But if y'all believe what's going on in front of your eyes and y'all think everything you see is factual and it's not orchestrated and it's not planned and it's not sabotage, if you think everything you see is not conspiracy, you think everything you see is just this is how it's supposed to be, you're a damn fool. That was staged. That was staged. All that was staged to see the reaction of the protesters in Chicago. That's why he postponed it. It's an experiment, and they're experimenting on the normal populace, which is the sheep, which is us. See, they do these things. The ones that's not in the billionaire status quo, super rich status quo, you won't see the games and mechanisms they play. But if you study long enough, you'll know what they're doing. All that shit was orchestrated. It's a bunch of bull. So it's another game that the secret societies play and your so-called enlightened ones play on the mediocre public, which is us, the sheep, the everyday working man and woman. So stay tuned in a minute. You know, we live in a place that is very suspect. We live in a place that's very suspect when it comes to this Zika infection and the Illuminati deception in 2016. I came across it, researched it a little bit, and it sounds kind of suspicious. All these diseases and all these affections and quarantines and biohazards that's going across America when it comes to this great deception, order out of chaos, Illuminati tactics and strategies to send the fear factor into the sheep, which is us, the cattle. It comes from a various of species or insects, what have you, in a category of mosquitoes that transact the virus into humans. And the hoopla is pregnant women, babies that's been hit by the mosquito that spreads the virus. The babies come out undeveloped, heads are small and deformed, what have you, because of the virus attacking the fetus inside the woman's womb. So we have this issue, and they said it's spreading. I don't like to categorize and try to put a black eye on any state, province, or country, but they say it's derived from Brazil and it's spread across the Americas. I don't know what that means, but they elaborate on this. When I was looking at it, it's spreading like a wildfire, and I think it's some bullshit. Honestly, if you ask me, I think it's another tactic that this secret society plays on the normal public when it comes to this virus, and it's due to population control. You gotta look at the factors here. You notice the West Nile, when the West Nile came out, when birds was dropping like flies out the sky. Now you don't hear about the West Nile no more. You no longer hear about it. It's a thing of the past. Then you had your Amtrak, people throwing poison baby powder on people, people getting infected and dying, respiratory problems and dying, systems shut down. All through history, you had your bubonic plague, you had your smallpox epidemics, all these things, all these different viruses and Agent Oranges and this poisonous gas, and all these things manufactured by the ones that's demonic and want to keep the population controlled to a certain number. This, what I think this is, it's scare tactics. You got to read between the lines. Out of nowhere, another disease pops up. You got to wonder about it. You got this E. coli, Ebola thing that's still going on, and you have the ongoing elephantitis, the third world countries where you see people look like elephants. They body fat look like elephants. They, sometimes you see people or women or men with legs so puffed up look like they're about to bust open. That's elephantitis. They got that because one of those mosquitoes or fly that carries that germ put parasites within their skin, and the parasites is within their skin, inside their skin, and it makes their skin turn into that deformed state. That's elephantitis. And they got cures for that, but you have to come into the States. And that's another reason. We got this big medical industry over here. Why is those people in the third world countries suffering? We make billions and billions every day. You mean you can't send aid over there to help those folks in them third world countries to fight off those parasites and things that spread in that germ? No, because they want a certain ethnic group to die off so they can rape the land. This is an old strategy, folks. It's an old strategy. They can't kill you right away. The same thing that's going on in Flint, Michigan. If they can't kill you the right way, they can't kill you the fast way, they slowly kill you. So, when you look at this topic at hand and really take in consideration the ethics of this, you got to understand this is some bullshit. Seriously, I don't care who listens, cause right about now, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going raw in this video because it needs to be addressed. There's too much money being spent on unnecessary bullshit. That's why it's always a sabotage and an evil force that's beckoning and calling to destroy certain ethnic groups. You got your Fort Dietrichs, you got your NIHs. Why do you have those institutions? I worked at NIH a couple times for this moving company. They had straps on refrigerators with beeping alarms. They had motherfuckers playing around in petri dishes. And one lady, went to the door. She ran to the door quick. Asian lady, like she was fucking crazy. And it had a warning sign with a monster on it on the front door. I'm wondering what the fuck that was all about. Then you had they burning mice like they burnt people in Holocaust day in and day out. That's burning. They got burn boxes. That's experimenting with mice. Is killing them. You can smell a stench within the NIH. I learned something. And some of those people that work in there are fucking Looney Tunes. But I learned something. I learned that we can have stuff within America that if it get loose, it kill off populations. That is the demonic activity in germ warfare and Illuminati interconnected together. These are the demonic, serious, unholy ways they go in and embark on people that's innocent, that's trying to survive her everyday life. We have those that try to play God, and they feel as though they're God, and we are expendable. This don't have nothing to do with racism, because they developed that too. You know, racism was developed by the unseen Illuminati and the fallen angels. Divide and conquer. They created it. They created that tactic. You see the religions being attacked. You see this ISIS. They popped up out of no fucking way, putting the fear of hell on in people's minds. You gotta wonder what the. I mean, come on. I'm the only one saying this bullshit. Some fucking Zanka, whatever they call this shit. Fucking people up. Fucking babies getting fucked. It's sad. All for what? The embedment of demonic rich assholes. Now, you know, mosquitoes, they drive, you know, they drive in swamps, humidity, hotness. They're usually around aqua, water, around ponds, sewage that stays still, that's not moving, it's not being perfect, you know, it's not being purificated or treated. And it's due to man's consumption of fossil fuels and things that's chemically not inclined with the embedment of the human race. So they carry these germs from these infested waterways and spread it on to Homo sapiens, which is human beings. And we get fucked up because we have a lot of places that is biohazards. And the FDA don't talk about this shit. You know, the CDC ain't talking about this shit. The FEMA ain't talking about it. They know this shit. These landfills, come on. These sewage plants, come on. Motherfuckers don't want to do the piping. They're not building enough purification plants. They know what they're doing, and motherfuckers stealing money. And now we got disease, fucking insects sucking blood of humans, and in return they getting parasitic germs and getting fucked up. See, it's a science to everything. And another thing, you got these motherfuckers trying to control the weather. See, let me tell you something. Some things man need to start tampering with. Okay, the Most High gave us a planet to live on. He gave us the sun. He gave us the moon. He gave us the constellations. He gave us the lakes, the waters, the woods, the animals, the fowl in the air, the beasts of the field. And we take it for granted. And we treat Mother Earth like a stepchild. And Mother Earth is going to repay us with plagues and destruction. It's just the nature of things. It's the cycle of life. If you treat Mother Nature wrong, she's going to treat you wrong. You see how the whales, you see, I'm going to tell you something, brothers and sisters. This has to be addressed on the first of the month for Black. I'm kicking this off for all races because, even though it's Black History Month, I celebrate that and I celebrate all my nationalities. This is why I got to put this out. What I was about to say. You see how they cover shit up? What happened to all these beaching? They don't even talk about the whales beaching no more. Whales don't even know their migration routes because they done fucked up the waterways. Then the big oil spill. They don't say nothing about that. And 9 times out of 10, that shit is still seeping out the fucking ground. How much oil do we fucking need? You know what happened. They tapped in the line. They can't get down that deep. And the shit can't get capped off. And it's still seeping out. because the greed of man. See, the greed of man is ultimately is going to destroy this earth. It's just some motherfuckers. It's just they're not satisfied. They're not satisfied, and it's a problem, and it's a sickness. How much do you need? If you got $1 billion, what the fuck? You're done. I mean, you got $1 billion. If you got a couple millions, you straight. But to them, living that life in that vein, they're missing something. Happiness. You probably say, how do you know you don't, how do you know, bro? You're not on that level. Well, if you sit back and think wise enough and go through life and walk in your, because no one can walk in your shoes. This is my philosophy. I'm just philosophizing with y'all, telling y'all what the deal is, what I think about it. I think those people are unhappy. All the money. See, broke motherfuckers, I don't consider myself broke. I consider myself rich because I bring this knowledge to the table to my viewers of my commentary. And that's another thing. We have, in the black race and all races, we have a problem. I'm talking to the people that's got low self-esteem. We think because we don't got enough money, we are lesser than. No, don't ever think like that. If you have a self-defeated average, like I hear motherfuckers, you may be broke, but don't think like you broke. You know you broke, you know how you got broke. Get the fuck out of that broke state. Because all you're going to do is be a crybaby. You want motherfuckers to feel sorry for you. And the world don't give a fuck about you. You got to give a fuck about yourself first and foremost. You know how you got in that situation, capitalize and do better. Or stay in that rut. Now let's get back to the commentary. And that's basically what's going on. This is why I got to stay up with the current events, and this is why I'm bringing you this about this fucking goddamn mosquito virus. It is another form of order out of chaos. Look what's going on in these major factors. We got the Oscar situation. We got that thing still going on in Oregon. We still fight for justice over the slain African Americans by the police. People talking about this homosexual agenda. They talking about the demasculation of men, swirling. People having gender wars on the internet. Men beefing over channels. And we have this health epidemic going on. And we still have a lot of AIDS cases that's not being talked about. I'm trying to make a gumbo of topics. I'm trying to put it in a big gumbo pot. That's what I'm doing. But it's based on this. It's based on this main topic when it comes to this mosquito infestation. So we got a lot of deformed babies and undeveloped babies. We have people that is infected, feverish, and, diarrhea. You know the symptoms of and I just ran across a little snippet about the fucking ticks. Ticks fuck you up too. Another insect gives you muscle pains and fevers. And if you get, they call one the bourbon tick. It fucks you up. The man that they went to CDC, he went there and they ain't know what the fuck was fucking him up. It's fucking ticks. Fucking tick fucked him up. And over a period of time, he's getting these symptoms, and the motherfucking man died because his body deteriorated. You gotta be careful, folks, and you gotta wonder why these insects have been with us for eons of histories, the history of mankind. Why is these insects contracting things within their little organisms and fucking humans up? Think about it. There's something going on, folks. It's germ warfare. But just like I say, West Nile. Birds dropping out the fucking sky. Out of nowhere, birds just fucking dropping like flies. Now, that's done. They don't talk about it. What happened? Amtrak's. What the fuck happened? The beaching of the whales. What the fuck happened? They cover it. They bring shit out, then they cover it back up. Oh, you sound like a conspiracy theorist. Call it what you want to call it. I call it a ruse. I call it a setup. It's not a farce. It's some kind of agenda here. Every fucking new year, there's something else going on. And I be damned, they got this going on. What's next? What the fuck is next? That's what y'all gotta understand. Stay on the current events. See what's going on around you. Read a newspaper. Read some publications. Get yourself informed. Get yourself educated. Or you won't know what the fuck is shit can be dropping on your head and you blocks, stumbling blocks. And you won't know what's going on because you don't research and you don't look and study the current events. I ain't say waste your whole life on it. I mean, it don't take you that long just to look at CNN, BBC, social media, and various news outlets. Do not put yourself in tunnel vision. Learn to explore and read and learn what's going on around you. Because I'm a firm believer, if you don't know what's going on around you, you're going to fuck yourself. So, I must bring this, let this truck roll out. Come on, man, get your ass up out of here. And that's where we at in the state of this gang. You know, my prayers and condolences, because I know people that have died down in South America because of the disease. And my prayers go to this, because people suffering. And well, as you know, certain parts of Brazil, certain parts of South America got bad waterways because they refused to go in there and help those fucking people. And it's fucked up. Like I say, if you don't know what's going on in any diverse or ethnic group or category which you are in as a human being, you're going to be fucked up. I'm telling you. Because the attack is on mankind as we know it. And this is why I named that title like that. So, I don't know, brothers and sisters. My thoughts on this shit is due to population control. Guns, drugs, man-made diseases, biological warfare, chemical warfare, and just plain old warfare. Starving out the weak, poor, demonic, evil, businessmen, businesswomen, all for self, fuck the sheep, die. Peace. Oh boy. Nephilim. Fallen angels, giants, orcs, sons of light, sons, the renowned, men of renown. Many terms and definitions for this great being that walked on the earth back in the ancient biblical days. Now, we have a lot of things that's similar to it. I'm gonna talk about the banking mafia, which is the banking system. They are giants within themselves. They run the majority of the currency on this earth, and they tie up their wealth through marrying their own family members like distant cousins. This is rule, this is law, this is nothing new. You have many documentaries on social media pointing out people's family trees. Like they got Vlad the Impaler. He's one of the sources that a lot of people that's linked through his genealogy and his bloodline. Some of the president's bloodline goes back to him. But I don't know how factual that information is. But I want to point out some issues when it comes to the banking system, how it is similar to the fallen angels. You gotta remember, you had different tribes of giants, and you had war. You had the fallen angels with their ideology. They taught war, they taught weaponry, they taught enchantment, they taught spells, they taught things that was forbidden. We ain't supposed to know. You know, they stepped over God's bound. These are the ones that fell with Lucifer. So you gotta really think on terms of biblical proportions, because when it comes to you as the viewer of this commentary, I'm trying to make some similarities to you all. It's a lot of things that's happening now. It's because of things that happened back then. So let me bring you up to speed. See, the banking system is like the Nephilim, okay? When it comes to the octopus, you know, they infiltrated the lodges, the Illuminati. They corrupted the stone mason guilds with their ideologies, and people sold out. And now we have a bunch of outskirts of corrupted lodges, corrupted new fraternities that's being created, and new philosophies and new religions, what have you, for the greater gain of greed and control over people that's not in the know. They starve out the people, the innocent people. They pervert their thinking, pervert their religion, so they can be slaves, mentally slaves to them. They can control, they can manipulate minds, and this is your Illuminati. This is what they do. They talk through symbols. They talk through all kinds of ideologies. They have you hooked on things that unknowingly you don't even know. These people move and they move and groove in different atmospheres that some people, you can be talking to them and won't even know it, because they're on different kinds of levels. You got the ones you can spot out because they fake. Those are the ones that's trying to be like them, but they don't even know the ideology. They don't know the education. The IQ level is not even high. Look, these people are not dumb. They're not dumb. They are bankers. They are philosophers. They are men. Read it, men. They study. So as the women too. They in the books. But they in the books demonically. They in the education demonically. They use all the sciences for a demonic way instead of a holy way. And that is the battle. So all it is, when the Doge came, when the flood came, it destroyed the physical giants, but the spirits didn't leave Earth. They are still here, and the spirits from those giants are still tormenting man right up until now. Look what's going on social media. That shows you right there. So you got to really tie in things like a puzzle, put the puzzle pieces together when it comes to this Nephilim and the banking mafia system, your drug cartels, your pornography cartels, your missing and exploited children that is in sex rings. That's been going on from days in and day out. Your satanic covens, your satanic Masonic covens, your different ideologies that pray to the Baphomet instead of the Most High. These people have organizations after organizations after organizations. This is why you got to stay vigilant. This is why you got to pray. This is why you got to watch out for these false prophets, these wolves in sheep clothing, because they're all amongst you. Okay? Prophecy is here. This is what these people have been talking about from days in and days out. So, you got to tie in the ideology when it comes to this fallen angel thing. You know, all these guys spending all these documentaries about this and that. Some of these guys and girls that's credible, some of them not. They just piggyback off a book and run with it, and they make up their own Illuminati documentary and don't know 2 bits of what they talking about. My thing is this: anything they show you on TV, anything you listen to through the music, they already then circle it within circles. They already then cover themselves. So they give you something, but they got stuff planned like 15, 20 years in the future, 30 or almost 100 years in the future. Okay? I firmly believe the Vatican and certain organizations of ancient organizations have things that they never brought out to the public eye. This is how they control. The only way a system can control a mass majority of people that have sacred and they have biblical information of the demonic proportion on that realm of things. And this is how they control the sheep, which is us. See, they view us as cattle. Okay, they don't view us as human. They view us as something to be expendable. This is how these people work. This is how their logic is. And this is what you gotta understand. The true Men in Black, the true Men in Black, the true X-Files, yes. And now you had to show Lucifer, the son of the morning. You have the show on Fox called Lucifer, the very audacity to make a show out of the devil. And this is what they do. So, all I'm telling y'all gotta be on the lookout. Anything you see, don't take it as face value, physical value, mentally value, spiritual value, or any value. You got to investigate what's going on. All right. The thing is, gentlemen, all you alpha male, all you little bitch, all you alpha male, all you little bitch. See, the alpha male controls and dominates everything. You know, he gets first dibs on that ass. And after he get the ass, he let the other underlings get it, if they get it. But he have to control everything that's around him. He have to watch over certain slick motherfuckers that's trying to sabotage him. You know, it's a pecking order to speak. You have to be an alpha male to survive in these times we live in. There's a lot of weak motherfuckers out here. That's what you gotta understand. You gotta figure out, is you an alpha male or you a little bitch? We're living in times as men is getting effeminate. What's his name? Jaden Smith. He wearing dresses. He's the poster boy for Louis Vuitton. His sister is more boyish. He's more feminine. I don't get into all that shit. You know, a lot of people on social media going crazy, talking about Jada Pinkett and Will's, you know, the Smiths siblings, and they grown into young adulthood and how they been changed sexually, mentally, and spiritually by the demonic powers of sexuality. And they get into all this fucking Illuminati shit. But it's far more vast stuff we gotta worry about. My thing is to the fellas, are you gonna be an alpha male or you gonna be a little bitch? Peace. On to the next one. On to the fucking next one. Life is something to worry about. Life is something to gain. So my thing is this: what you gonna do through this life? You gonna sit back and let it become you, or you gonna do something about it? You know, we have a lot of mafioso shit going on. We got a lot of motherfuckers talking this, a lot of motherfuckers talking that. But at the end of the day, what are you gonna accomplish? We got all this goddamn wars. We got this goddamn war coon-craft going on. What I mean by coon-craft, the world of coon-craft, not warcraft. The world of coon-craft. That's what's going on in this motherfucker. You got guys saying anything, any and everything to get views. You got women doing cooning out, saying this, motherfuckers going each other's channels and all this bullshit. You know, white, black, this, that, and the other. You know, shit's just getting crazy. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and make a part 2 to this because I want to change this video up. Bear with me, I'm coming right back at you. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. Yeah, man. The ways of a big ass. The ways of an ass doctor. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like big ass, you know. Big, delicious, fat, nice ass. You know, I like something that I can put my hands on, something I can hold on to. You know, everyone got their own fetish and shit, what they want to do. But you gotta realize, do you, man. You know, there's a lot of motherfuckers, you know, I have fun with my channel, man. Y'all see this publication, y'all gonna like it, you know. I want y'all to enjoy yourself while y'all listen to the dialogue and listen to the music and all the crazy shit I do in my videos. I talk about sexuality and all this. Y'all know this shit. Big asses, that's what I like. Politics, I like talking politics, cooking a bobo with y'all every now and then. You know, give a shout out to the motherfuckers out there doing it. And the motherfuckers that ain't doing it, y'all gotta improve y'all game. Y'all gotta do something with y'allself. Stop fucking around. Get y'all some craft. Get y'all some love in your life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta say, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Y'all might hear my crazy people in the background. That's how I go up in this motherfucker. You know, we all try to get it in. You know, troll Illuminati style. Yeah, people talking about the end of the world, talking about Flint, Michigan, talking about the Oscars, talking about all this racist shit. And that's what's going on. You know, the hot topics, everything that's going on social media. And off of social media, we still got black on black crime. We still got interracial crimes. We still got interracial problems. We don't know what motherfuckers want. Motherfuckers don't, you know, what tripped me out, motherfuckers don't even know they want to be segregated or integrated. Motherfuckers just don't know. Some motherfuckers still in 2016 don't have a clue. What the fuck do y'all want to do? You know about the black experience. You know fatherless home. We know about the Willie Lynch shit. How we gonna solve the problems? It's like this racism shit. How we gonna solve racism? How we gonna stop this shit between the cops killing our black kids? How we gonna stop our black youth shooting at the cops? Look, man, white, black don't mean shit. This is social engineering, goddammit. How we gonna stop this shit? Answer that. How in the fuck we gonna stop this shit? Huh? It's a bunch of crybabies on social media. Keep talking about the same fucking topics. The same rabbit holes. The same shit holes. My ideology is better than yours. My logic is better than yours. I'm more intellectual than you. Your IQ levels undeveloped. Blah, 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 blah. I'm more powerful than you. I'm more over time. Oh, shut the fuck up, man. When it's all said and done, we serve a purpose on this earth. And we gotta serve a purpose to someone that's higher than us. And we pass that. If we don't pass that test, we lose. Everything we work for, everything we strive for don't mean shit. Because we didn't pass the test of life. Y'all motherfuckers go around the bush, talk about this. Y'all probably say, who the fuck is you? Let me tell you something, man. I'm an enigma, okay? I'm someone that brings commentary down to earth. I don't put on no errors. I don't try to be like nobody else. As you can see, my shit is unorthodox. This is the way I keep it. This is the way I like it. If no one don't like it, get the fuck. Go to them bitch ass channels. Cause I bring forth some hardcore shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all about commentary to me. It's all about getting it out. I ain't racist against no racists. No racists, man. You know what I'm saying? I love all people of different color. It's something that's implemented and something that's designed. It's so demonic. It's so settled in the mindsets of mankind to get us going against each other and fighting. The art of wars, the campaigns, the Saladins, the Knight Templars, the Nebuchadnezzars, the Daniels, the prophetic prophets of the Bible, inspired by the Most High, the greatest man, the carpenter that walked this earth, the Imhotep shit, the pyramids, the pharaohs, the sexual scripts of India, the sexual scripts of ancient Egypt, what they try to distort, like we wasn't even in the sex pornography trade back up in the Neoteps and the Hierophant days of ancient Egypt and astrologies and the zodiac signs and Orion built and Alexander the Greats and how the pyramids was aligned to the constellations in the sky. Come on, man. I can go on about this Hotep shit. Savage shit. Pro-black shit. Comedy shit. Y'all want to throw some stuff down the pipe? Come on. I've been on this little planet Earth for a while. I know the game, Slim. I know the game, sister. We under attack, and it's not by design. Yeah, it's by design, but not human design. It's by the design of the fallen angels and Lucifer, which is their king. And just like I keep on emphasizing in this video, they got a show called Lucifer now, so they put it in your fucking face, letting you know nanotechnology is here. You know motherfuckers got shit up under their skin. You know motherfuckers going in the airport scatting their hands down because they got a microchip up under their skin. So it's here. Yeah, I can't deny it. The mark of the beast is already here. So what you gonna do about it? I don't got time to play games like I keep saying in these videos. I put the information out here. Y'all can go reference it up. Y'all can go look for yourself. Euphrates is still drying up. I heard about this super soldier shit. Motherfuckers trying to get the DNA. They say they found, I don't know how factual it is, excuse me. They said they found the fallen angels. They saying they're trying to harvest the DNA from their bones to start a super soldier program. They're trying to reestablish the giants. Might sound far-fetched. It might sound like some Hollywood script shit. But I don't know. It might be real. The internet, I'm gonna tell you about the internet. You know, sometimes I think, because I take a hiatus, meaning I take a break sometimes, because if you stay on that motherfucker long enough, you gonna become a Looney Tune. I'm telling you. There's so much information, vast amounts of information on the internet. You can't gather all that shit. You can't do it. Because you're bound to go fucking crazy. Get what you can get out that bitch and do what you can do. You know, if you produce videos like I do, commentary, get what you can get out of it and do the best you can. That's what I do, man. I don't try to be like nobody else. You know, when you try to emulate somebody else, be like somebody else, you're a bitch. You ain't, just like I said, you ain't an alpha male. You're a fucking pussy. You're a mouse. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kicking the knowledge with y'all because it got to be addressed about a lot of situations I be seeing going on as far as the social media bit, all these boycotts and motherfuckers boycotting this, boycott evil, boycott Lucifer, boycott the Illuminati, boycott these sex rings, boycott this endless pornography that's frying your brain. Them motherfuckers, you looking at other motherfuckers getting in, you ain't getting in. Boycott that. Boycott poverty. Boycott black on black crime. Boycott white on black crime. Boycott the destruction of religious institutions. Boycott the agendas trying to tear men down, tear women down, trying to tear your sexual preference down. Boycott that. Boycott the shit that's real. Troll, Illuminati. Keep telling you. Ready for this knowledge. You ain't ready for garbage. You ain't ready for this knowledge. You ain't ready for garbage. Boycott that. Boycott the endless amount of poison shit that's running through these pipes. You think Flint, Michigan is the only one that's suffering from lead and water? You got these Planned Parenthood clinics that's shooting our kids with mercury. You got this modern day Mafia at 21 agenda still going on. Margaret Sanger. Boycott that. The homosexual agenda. Boycott that. The Albert Pipe agenda. Boycott that. The endless amount of drugs still coming in this country fucking us. Boycott that. Look, y'all. Look, motherfucker. Troll, Illuminati. Troll, Illuminati. Troll, Illuminati. Naughty. What's up, y'all? What's up? As you see, the Illuminati watching us over YouTube, while they take an inventory on how we do our videos, vast amount of information, a vast amount of information they record and put in their catalogs. What they do is go to a meeting that is secret and sacred. And what they do, they decipher what they want to partake in, and they throw the rest in the trash cans of the annals of history, meaning that it's the stuff they seem, as far as the collective part of information, they seem viable to their ideology. They take that in consideration and put that up in the catalog. We are being recorded, folks. Don't think by 1 minute they ain't taking surveys of who got the most credible videos and who is close to their secrets. So they put tabs on those people. And they keep watch of those people. And they will contact those people if they feel it's deemed that information is credible. See, one thing you gotta understand, that when you have social media, people say it's fun, it's for the youngsters, but it's always an ulterior motive, folks. They are watching the eyeball. This is why they put pyramids with inside of pyramids with inside pyramids. And before you crack one code, they already 100, 200, 300 years ahead of you. As I embark on this video, I dwell in the so-called Negro sector of YouTube. Sometimes I take surveys myself and look. A lot of people are losing their minds, folks. Social media can be very addictive, and it can mess you up if you let it. You don't even have to watch porn. You don't have to watch illegal porn. You don't have to watch nothing of sexuality. You just watch enough of world star, hip hop, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Dig, and all the social media sites, Twitter, and you will go crazy if you allow social media to do that. Now, I'm going to throw in some scenarios, what have you. Not really scenarios. I'm just going to throw in some factors. People are introverts. I feel as though the introverts, people that is withdrawn from society, tend to take social media up like it's their life, because they have no outside social capability to interact with another Homo sapien, which is a human being unto themselves. And that's sad, because they can't interact like a regular, normal functioning human being. So they take to social media as an outlet. And this is where your insanity starts. You know, I'm telling you, this is a true addiction, and people are losing their minds. You can see it in the videos. I mean, undeveloped mindsets, people that is way past teenage and juvenile stage and in middle age, they're acting like they still on the playground of life. And that's a mental disorder. And this is where all your internal beefs and psycho ward behavior begins. And this is where the Illuminati that runs all social media outlets look at. So long as they keep this machine oiled and greased, they will partake in their activity, which is YouTube and the rest of social media outlets. Look, come on, people. See between the lines. I know y'all ain't that fucking naive and stupid. We print money. We living in modern day Babylon. Everything that happened in biblical times is similar to what's happening now. They're taking old manuscripts from ancient cultures and flipping it in the ideology of American culture. The same thing. It's like the dollar bill. It wasn't an eagle, it was a phoenix. Look at the old Egyptian inscriptions. Everything they put on a dollar bill, they stole from Egypt. That's right, black man, black woman, yeah. This is why we must stay at a certain level, because we must not get back to once how we was. Think about it. This is the key issue. That's why you got Oscars up in the barbecue pit burning, flamboyant. This is why you have all this homosexual stuff and men partaking in feminine wearing dresses in flamboyant. It's in the oven going on 600 degrees. 600 hot ass degrees. And this is what the devil wants. He wants confusion. And he sits back. He turns on his 80-inch LG or whatever, whatever technology they got. He turns on his projector or whatever in this palatial estate. And they sit back, smoke their $200 or $300 cigars and drink their $1,000 liquor. While they got our women, all nationalities that come into their house butt ass naked and getting it in and watching us. This is how they entertain. This is how they entertain themselves. This is how they entertain. They watch us. We don't watch them, they watch us. And this is how they take polls, and this is how they take notes, because we are the sheep. And they feel as though they're demigods and they watch over us. So they want to control the masses like God. This is why they're trying to control the weather. This is why they're trying to develop super soldiers. This is why they're trying to always twerk or tweak the economic system. Because they want to renew and reinvent the wheel. Not for us, for them. So they can stay in control through legacies, through their genealogies, not yours. Where you get this information from? It's called studying. It's called studying life. I done a video about Walmart taking an economic shit in Ward 7 when it comes to the residents of Ward 7. I think I need to take a look at that shit. My videos come unorthodox, but if you pay attention to them and learn, maybe I think another way as a black person. If you subtract the black man from the household, you create a monster if he has a man-child. If you subtract the black woman from the household, you create a female monster. So all the savage stuff y'all talk about sexually with the gun is symbolic to subtracting the institution of marriage out of the morals and dogmas of God's ordained laws to man and woman to marry and create more babies so the legacy of bloodlines will carry on. So when you distort that, when you pervert that, when you abort that, when you poison that, you have generations of unstable, undeveloped, dysfunctional minds that plagues the inner communities. This is not just conducive and centralized to the black race. It's all races across the board. This is the deception of the demon and his cohorts, which is the Illuminati. Destroy church, destroy family, destroy man and woman, destroy bonding, divide races, distort religious ideologies, create confusion to bring about a dictatorship and a one-world government. Yes, people. This is where we at the state of affairs. I've done a job about the Zinca, a mysterious mosquito carrying a virus, injecting people with his needle nose prick, and people running around with babies with small heads, and people getting infested with disease. All of a sudden, it popped up. It's like I said in the video, West Nile came, you don't hear about it no more. Where did it come from? The beaching of the whales. Why is this happening? The cover up of the oil spill, that shit never been capped off because they don't got shit to go that deep into the ocean to cap it off. But they don't say nothing about it. Why do we have Fort Detrick? Why do we have the NIH? Come on, y'all. They're not going to tell us everything. This is how the powers to be control. They orchestrate and they curate terrorist attacks for the embedment of enslaving us for the next 1,000 years. So they create chaos, and they own the media. So when they create it, the media takes it, flips it, put it on our devices, and half of the American public go for it, spend the shit, and they eat it up. But it's all fabricated and made up and orchestrated to bring about certain agendas we don't know about. Ring a bell, 911. Looked shady, didn't it? Oh yeah. I can go on and on. A lot of shit that took place, like them planes, one in Pennsylvania, Pentagon, a lot of shit don't add up, folks. A lot of people know this. Oh, you're conspiracy theories. Well, call it what you call it. Sometimes conspiracies are not conspiracies. Sometimes conspiracies are true. It's not a conspiracy. It just was true and it happened for real. I never, before this Illuminati, all this stuff came up, as a man of thought, I never took stuff by face value or fact or who tells me something. I'm a person that always got to go in and investigate it for myself. So that's a bunch of bullshit. So this is what people need to understand. It's entertainment. It's really nothing for me to talk about. If you know about Lucifer, if you know about the son of morning, if you know about the light bearer, if you know about the devil, you should already know about the music industry. And with all these documentaries, numerous amounts of documentaries that's coming out about this, it's nothing new. This is his domain, and he was a musician. So that should even further tell you this is why he drives, he escalates in the music industry, because that was his claim to fame. Look at the origin. All you have to do sometimes is look at the origin. This is why I hear people talking about these things. It doesn't surprise me. Sometimes, like I always say, it's all in a book, but a certain book. That's right, folks. You know, I don't know why I got on this stuff about this new world order and this Illuminati jargon, ideology, but maybe it's just time, because I see things that is always. This is like just like the video I just done previously when I'm talking about Walmart. I done a joint about Fleet, Michigan. You know, I done a joint about Chirac. I done a joint about Oscars. All these things circumvent, goes in the chain reaction for an agenda. See, in order to bring about a dictatorship, it must be mass extermination. The heat in the oven must get turned up to high capacity. The heat must get turned up. And this is what the unseen is trying to do. You have the escalation of police killing young black males and women. You have the ongoing legacy of murders in inner cities when it comes to trap housing and selling of drugs and gang warfare. You have the mass incarceration of black people and Latin people. See, they are not excluded from the mix. So all these things circumvent and play in an order of destruction. See, this is what goes down. People don't want to see this. If the Most High kicked the third out, including the son of the morning, he kicked them out. You think the supernatural, spiritual, demonic energy of those fallen angels is content living on this plateau, which is planet Earth? If you think they content, you's a damn fool. Their whole purpose is they never wanted to be here. They feel as though they are way superior than us, and we are damn right way beneath them. If y'all study our history, someone questioned the Most High, said, why are you creating these beings talking about us? He questioned them. He questioned the Most High. Why is he creating them? Why is he creating that? So when you look at that and take that in and decipher that for yourself and comprehend the comprehension, the understanding of wisdom, the devil's claim to fame is he is trying to destroy mankind as we know it, because he feels as though we are nothing. This is why the cycle of death is escalating. This is why the racism is escalating. This is why the black on black crime is escalating. The white on white crime, mass murders. Then you have your racist crimes, your hate crimes. Then you got all kinds of sexual agendas. And that comes with gunplay, knife play, or whatever play. I can go on and on about this. It's 2 tracks. It's 2 pathways, folks. You got to choose one. You cannot play on 2 pathways. You cannot straddle the fence. You cannot jump over the fence and jump back over the other fence. You cannot play both sides of the track. That's what it comes down to. And people don't want to realize that. They think they can have their cake and eat it too. But I'm going to tell you, it eventually catches up with you. And when it does, it's not good. Well, I'm going to go on and on. But see you to the next one.